looking for a church that is my design. I'm looking for a church designed by the people of the church. If we're not intentional, if we're not paying attention, then it will become our designer church.
There was no salary. That's the way it had to be, but the Lord used that because it was through that we met people. He was a school bus driver. He was a milkman. He was a dog catcher. But all of these things God used that he was involved with people. It was hard at times.
Maybe I'm still trying to figure out just exactly what Christianity is. How does it propose to help anybody? Like, what are Christians actually trying to do?
All churches need to be about the mission of God in this world, which is reconciliation, bringing people into relationship with God.
The beer and tobacco are the same, but I think this might be constructive.
If you've been brought up in church, you basically have this I think hope that's unquenchable. The hope that God has spawned on this earth a community that always accepts you. Okay, we know that's not the case now.
You come in with little or no clothes on, literally, no shoes, just a pair of shorts, and that was just fine.
I mean, I was judgmental. Not that I ever said anything to anybody, but, to myself. One Sunday, some people came in barefooted. And my first reaction was, they're barefooted? How dare they be in a church barefooted? But then my next thought was, well, but they are in church, aren't they?
All the stuff that we assume we need to have church, if we really looked at it, we don't need it. We just need to be in relationship with one another, to be together. I think more important than a pew is a table.
All the old distinctions from ecclesiology class come to mind immediately. It has the invisible church and all the rest. I don't think that's what you're interested in, and I'm not very interested in it either. The invisible church, of course, is invisible, so in no sense talking about it. I guess you're talking about abstraction.
All of us enslaved orphans are stoked. Did I write stoked? Actually, they wrote stoked. I'm so sorry.
I really sense that they were reading the youth culture and the next generation very well and contextualizing conservative theology with liberal culture. And if there's a place that's liberal in culture, that's Portland.
Okay, one last time, let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The big thing now is the music, and sometimes we just can go screaming. I just kind of plug my ears, but I'm not going to do anything. I think if it's winning those kids are on fire for the Lord, and that we have all different kids in our church. If we're willing to bend a little bit, then that they'll see that in us. If we're willing to reach out to them, so many of the older people will they don't want to. But you can't be that way.